Today is not going according to plan, so instead of hiking up to Upper Yosemite Falls, we're gonna do Sentinel Dome. I decided to hike up to the top of Sentinel Dome today after a mechanic who was repairing my car suggested I view the sunset from the summit. I spent the first half of my day on the valley floor having my car repaired, so I unfortunately was unable to climb up to Upper Yosemite Falls, which was my original plan. More on my car trouble later. It's a short hike at only about 2.5 miles round trip, or 3.5 kilometers. The final elevation at the summit is 8,100 feet, or 2,470 meters. However, I didn't stick around long enough to feel the effects. I had no idea that the Jeffrey pine on the summit is world famous. Apparently, it's been around as long as Shakespeare. The tree was killed by a drought in 1977, despite attempts to save it by hand-carrying buckets of water up to the dome. Unfortunately, in 2003, it finally fell over. If you see a living Jeffrey pine, smell it. They smell like vanilla. The 360-degree view of this incredible wilderness is, in my opinion, the number one reason why anyone should attempt this climb. I'm so glad that I was able to do this hike. Honestly, I never would have even known about it if I hadn't ended up in the auto shop today. So even though it was a frustrating day, I am certainly glad that this is the result. I think this is the closest to descending Half Dome that I'm ever going to get. This is pretty sketchy, my friends. Pretty sketchy. I'm going to try and get out of here before sunset so I don't have to navigate this in the dark. But I'm certainly glad that I made it to the summit. Hey friends. I think in almost every single video I've ever posted, I always say, I have promised my family that I will not intentionally put myself in harm's way. And that includes a little 1 mile in, 1 mile out trail to an amazing vista. Just met up with a ranger. They're closing the roads at 6 o'clock. It's only 3:30 right now, but they're closing the roads for the winter. This is not the type of trail that's easy to navigate. There are marked trails, but most of it is just a granite rock face. I am not interested in navigating this at night, and I'm certainly not interested in navigating this while a snowstorm is coming. So the rangers have said they're closing the road at 6, and the only thing that matters to me is getting home to my family safely and in one piece. So I'm a little out of breath right now because I'm pretty much running down this mountain trying to get back to my car, to the safety of my camperoo, so that I can get off of this mountain before A, the roads close, and B, the snow comes. I made it off the mountain safe and sound and in one piece, and just in time to see the beautiful sunset at Tunnel View Lookout Point. And if you look closely, way up there is where we were earlier. It's been a really strange day, y'all. I came over here to make a fire, and the last person that was here did not put their fire out, and this paper caught without me lighting it. This makes me more angry than the squirrels eating my car. This is how wildfires get started, y'all. I have not lit this on fire. I put some paper down and some wood down. And whoever was here first didn't do their due diligence, and now I have a campfire and I didn't even have to light a match. Like I said at the beginning of this video, today didn't go according to plan, and I think that's okay. I am, however, going to bed in some kind of mood. I'm working on gratitude right now, and I'm working on being okay with not being in control of everything that happens in my life. I started my day with a dead car. My car, fortunately, and here's where we can really live in the gratitude, I was able to drive the car from the camping spot to the general store, where my intention was to do some work before climbing the Lower Yosemite, Upper Yosemite Fall Trail. And while I was in that parking lot, my car died. And I thought it was a dead battery. But instead, it was squirrels. Squirrels got into my car the night before and chewed up a bunch of wiring. So, again, I'm grateful that I have an emergency credit card with a zero balance, or what used to be a zero balance. I'm also grateful that Yosemite has a auto body shop. Is that what it's called? A mechanic. And I was grateful that this happens enough that they had all the tools they needed to be able to repair it within one day. And if you're going to be stuck anywhere, being stuck in Yosemite is a great place to be stuck. The mechanic who helped me with the little critters who chewed through my wiring today suggested that tonight I roll up something. Can you see that? I have some cardboard here propping my engine open, because apparently if it's open, then the critters won't come in and try and eat things. You can see here their little footprints, their little paw prints. Look at that one. Perfect. You could fingerprint that little monkey. They were all over my engine today. In fact, he even pointed out some droppings. So, word to the wise, friends. When you're camping in the middle of nowhere, make sure that your engine... Oh, look, there's some more. Wow. Make sure that your engine is safe. Or at least the little wires that make up the engine. We'll see if this works. I spent a lot of my day today being very frustrated. I also lost 3 of my window coverings, so not only is that a very expensive mistake, but it's also a very cold one, because now the inside of my car is the same temperature as the outside of my car. And tonight it's going to be between 27 and 30 degrees, depending on which weather app you're looking at. So tonight is the night where we test whether or not I am cold weather ready. I've been asking for it, and the universe provided. just not really in the way that I was hoping for. So anyway, I was able to sit by a beautiful fire this evening, and I had a yummy dinner, and honestly, life is good. I mean, I'm very blessed to be able to complain about the things that I'm complaining about tonight. So I'm going to turn the lights off and go to bed, knowing that I really have nothing to complain about. Good night.